All right. Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and bishops at Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continues to rule well. Peace and salutations to you, Akim, out here, pushing this word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners and the few Akwath that's out here listening in all humility. I have another lesson, and I'm going to entitle it, The Vision Shall Speak at the End. Okay? And that comes from the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Okay, and I'm going to read that chapter because it's relevant right now. Okay? Because just like you see, I put this poster I made, I put it in the background, okay, of America and its fate. Okay? It's going to be done. And all the things that are inside of it are going to be burnt up. Okay? Nothing anyone can do or say can stop this judgment from coming. This is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So it was set for a time. So I'm going to read it. This is going to explain it all. Okay? This is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Okay, and that's a prophet, okay, speaking. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. And the Lord Yahweh answered me, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, where are we going to run to? We're going to run and tell the people, okay, what it is, the absolute truth. Okay, we're not giving you half truths, man. We're giving you the whole truth. And that post in the background, okay, that's the whole truth. Okay, this whole land you see is America. Okay, and it's engulfed in flames and fire. That's the future of this place. Okay. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Okay, and it's speaking right now and not lie. All the things we've been telling you that's going to come to pass are coming to pass. Okay? And it's not lying. It says, though it tarry, wait for it. Because it was tarrying 10, 15, 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago when apostles first started. Okay, but now all these things are coming off the page. Okay, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Okay, and it will not tarry. All right, the things that's happening in LA, all of these things are we already spoke about it. Okay, and it's coming to pass right now. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, and that soul in that him is Edomites, man. Esau, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, the Caucasian. All right, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, The devil is not some man in a red suit or a red with a tail. Okay, a tail that has like a arrow on the end. He got horns. He's red. He's them. They're the red man. They try to put that on Gad, calling Gad the red man. They got red man chewing tobacco and got a picture of a Gadite with the headdress on. Okay, trying to get away from red. But you read it, he was red. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Okay, speaking of Esau, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And that's what we're living by, our faith, that all these prophecies are going to come to pass. Everything that the Lord written, where he's going into captivity. Okay, he's going into captivity for 1,000 years, and after that 1,000 years, he's going to be put out of the earth. Okay. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. And that's still speaking of evil E. Neither keepeth he at home, Salak. Okay, he has military bases in most of these nations. Okay, who enlargeneth his desire as hell and as death. Okay, everywhere he goes, he brings death, man. Okay, and cannot be satisfied. He's not satisfied with the fact that he's ruling the world right now. He got all the money, got all the women. Okay, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what he's doing. Okay, he's gathering all nations and heaping. That's what he's done, rather. Okay, if you want to be a pilot, you have to learn English. Okay. These other nations, when they go to these summits and all that, they be wearing suits. Okay. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taught proverb against him? Yeah, because you read about that in Obadiah, the book of Obadiah. The men that were confederate with thee have brought thee, has tricked thee. Okay. It says, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. Like he increased this land, okay, that's back there burning on the sign. He increased that land to himself that was not his. It's not his. Okay? It says, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? How long? Till the Lord comes back. Until Yahushai comes back, man. Until Yahweh sends Yahushai. Yahushai is going to put it all to an end. It says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And thick clay is that debt. This place is trillions of dollars in debt that could never be paid back. Never, man. Trillions. Okay? And I was talking to the brother the other day. I think it was even at camp. We were speaking about the facts about how money stacks up, just the plain money, like a dollar bill or $100 bill. Okay? They were stacking them up. And they had $1 million was like in 2 big cases. Okay, 100 million was like a pallet full or something, and then $1 billion was like a room full. 100 billion was like a small building full, and then $1 trillion was like a skyscraper full, okay? A whole skyscraper, 50, 60 stories high, just filled with $100 bills, okay? That's the kind of riches this guy has, okay? And that's the thick clay that he's in. This debt. He's in that type of debt by I want to say about, I don't know, probably about $50 trillion. It's probably more than that. I haven't checked it in a minute. Okay. Could be 100 trillion. 200 trillion. 200 of those skyscrapers full of just $100 bills stacked up on top of each other. Okay. And they talking about Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, when the Roth and the Childs, okay, you know what I'm talking about, said they had, and this has been a minute ago when they was talking about they had $500 trillion, man. 500 of those skyscrapers just filled with $100 bills. Okay. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and await that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Yeah, Esau, you got it coming, man. You got it coming. This is not a joke, okay? You ruling the world as if you're not gonna have an end, but this is your end. This is how it's speaking, okay? It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Okay, you read about that in Obadiah. It says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, okay, of the city and of all that dwell therein. Okay, he put violence on everybody, the animals, the water, the air. Everything is polluted under this devil, man. They don't have no chill in them. None. Okay, if it's righteous, they want to go against it. Okay? Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Yeah, he's not having a bad time at all on this earth. He's having a good time. Okay, and when I was just listening to somebody talking about when they were burning our people, they were laughing in the background. Okay? Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. That's what you've done. Okay? That's what you have done. All right? Because you've sinned against your soul because you took up the scriptures in the Bible and made it the law of the land over here. All right? It says, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. And that's exactly what he did. That's how this whole place is set up over here in America and other cities as well, because he was given the rule of the earth. Okay? He goes in these cities and these nations and countries and introduce democracy to them, which ain't nothing but some demonic stuff. Okay? It says, behold, it is not of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, as the waters covered the sea. Yeah, because when the Lord comes back, he's going to make sure, and he's not going to, shit, when they see the chariots, okay, when they see the chariots out there and Yahushai coming, he ain't going to really have to say nothing, man. They going to know what it is, okay? Their spirit is going to know. Everything going to know, okay? It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth the bottle to him. It's like that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Yeah, that drink is these other philosophies, these wayward doctrines, and being naked is being without this truth. Okay? You don't understand the truth. You don't know about the truth. Okay? It says, thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, okay? And let thy foreskin be uncovered. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to drink the same cup that we drink of. Okay, that cup of slavery. Okay, that's exactly what they're going to drink. All right, and it's gonna be full, and they're going to drink down, like the book of Obadiah says. They're going to drink it, the dregs. Okay, it says, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. His right hand is Yahushai. Okay, and Yahushai going to come and put the business in. He going to come and put in work. Okay? It says, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And shameful spewing is on his glory now. He's trying to erase the history of slavery and all the bad things that he's done. He don't want those things mentioned. Okay, they'll strike your page if you go and just put all the stuff up that he's done. Okay? It says, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of the beasts which made them afraid, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. He said that again. All right, that's mentioned twice. Because everything that's dwelling in this city, okay, has been tainted and destroyed and basically defiled by this demon, man. Okay? This self-proclaimed, okay, claimed our heritage, made himself, you know, sitting in the seat of the Most High like he's the Most High. Okay? It says, what profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image, and the teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusteth therein, to make dumb idols. And that's what they do. They make these dumb idols and give them to our people, okay? For our people to stay stuck on stupid, okay? Not knowing that they're the children of Israel, okay? And these people that's claiming, okay, got ish at the back of their name, okay, when they say the J-O-O, okay, or the J-E-W, okay, which comes from Judah. Okay, they don't ever call themselves the tribe of Judah. They don't say that. Okay, and they put the Lee, the I on the back of Yasher Allah. Okay, Ray Lee. What is that? That's not the children of the Most High. Okay, it says, woe to him. saith to the wood, it's like, woe to him that saith to the wood, awake. Okay. To the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. And it's not going to do anything. They're over there in our land, going up to this wall, to this stone, you know, kissing it, kissing the wall, humping the wall, doing all kind of madness, okay? Proclaiming that they're the people of the Lord. And they don't spread no gospel. They don't spread no news of the scriptures. They're not pushing no laws. All the laws, they go against them. Okay? It says, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, laid over wood or whatever, metal, the inside. And there is no breath at all in the midst of it. There's no breath in that. It can't do anything. Okay? Like the scripture says, it can't save itself. Or basically, I'm paraphrasing, you know, from anything. It can't save itself. It can't tell you don't do nothing to it or to do something to it. It can't say nothing, man. Whatever happens to it, that just happens. Somebody crushes it and leaves it on the ground, it's going to stay there till the wind blows it away or till it just disintegrates. Okay, there's no power in it and these idols to lift up themselves, man. Okay? It says, but the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is in his holy temple, and he is. Okay? Let all the earth keep silence before him. Exactly. Keep your mouth closed, man. All right? You're nothing. Okay? None of us. All right? But the Lord put the Spirit on us to speak up, to speak the truth. Okay? No matter what, man. Okay? And we're not afraid to speak the truth, man. They know who we are. They know where we at and all that, man. Okay? They gonna come and get some of us, man. All right? They gonna behead some of us, man. But none of that matters, man. Because the Lord, in the end, is going to raise us up. Okay? And he's going to put us in our proper place. In the place that was designed for us from the beginning. Okay? And there's nothing he can do about it. But watch it happen. Okay? He can't even stop his fall. He can't stop himself from falling. Okay? He just has to fall as the Most High is instructing him to fall. He can't do anything but that. Okay? And just watch it happen. Okay? And watch us rise. That's what's going to happen. Okay? Right in your face. Okay? Like you did all your wickedness in our face. We're going to do the righteousness in your face. You're going to see us, okay, get risen up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and take over this earth, man, and make it rule in righteousness and run in righteousness. Okay? So, what did it say? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, so it's not going to lie at all. All right? And since I said that, let me get my favorite closing scripture, you know, which says it all. It says it all, man. There's nothing you can't deny. You can't deny this scripture, man. Okay? This is Isaiah 55. And I'm going to start at 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not hither, it's not going back up, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud. Got flowers coming up, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. Yeah, you got grains and wheat, and all that kind of stuff coming up to make bread with so you can eat. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. It's not going back up. Like the rain don't go back up, his word ain't going back up. Okay? It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And what he pleased is what he wrote. Okay? He wrote that this devil is going to go into captivity. He's going to drink of that cup for 1,000 years, and then he's going to be put out of the earth. Like he wants to put us out of the earth, he's going to be the one getting put out of the earth. Okay? It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, his word. Okay? And these have been the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and they're going to prosper. You could best believe. All right? So, Lord willing, it was edifying, you know. And till the next time, I want to say shalom.